We wake, hear the birds and
Good morning, you guys, and welcome back to my channel for another day in the life video. Today's day in the life video is sponsored by Skillshare, so thank you so much to Skillshare for partnering with me on today's video. I am going to take you guys through the day today. It's Friday when I'm filming this, so this is the end of week 8 of the quarantine. If you are new and this video is the first one you're catching, welcome to my channel. My name is Ashley. I'm a homeschooling mom of 4, and through this whole quarantine stay-at-home order time, I have been creating weekly day in the life videos to document for myself and to share with others how I am feeling through this whole process. It has been a wild ride. It has been something that I never thought I would live through, and so I've been pretty transparent with the good and the bad, even some things that I know people are gonna disagree on about how it's all been going. So I will give you guys my week 8 update in this video, and I actually have quite a bit to update you on as far as things moving forward and how I'm feeling about all of that. You can go back and watch previous weeks and you'll definitely see that this has been a bit of a roller coaster ride, as I think many of you guys can identify with. So it is currently 8:30 right now. We have a full homeschool day ahead of us. We are about to start. We're gonna get a little bit of an early start. This morning I got up nice and early so I could put myself together. I hadn't done it all week, actually since like last Saturday, and no, even before then, maybe, I don't even know when actually. So thumbs up if you don't even know when the last time you put on real clothes and did your hair was. It's probably been about 2 weeks. So I was due for that. So I got myself together, woke up early. We've already done the whole breakfast, chores, whole routine that you guys have seen me share quite a few times over. So I am just jumping on to give you guys that little bit. So we're gonna do school today. We have 2 more weeks of homeschool, and then we will be on summer break. And I put up a video recently where I talked about how this whole quarantine thing has changed our homeschool year. And one of the ways that it's changed our homeschool year is that we're gonna be done earlier. But I am now aware, I wasn't then, I wasn't sure if we were gonna take a summer break, but we are going to take a summer break. So we've got 2 more weeks left. So we have a full school day, and then this afternoon I have work. A lot of you guys ask, like, how do you do it? Well, it's not the same every week. This week I have a lot to get done. A lot of it is time sensitive, and so sometimes I just have to block out times in the afternoon, and once school is done and I've made arrangements for my kids so that they're not just sitting around waiting for me, and sometimes they wait for me when it's only gonna be a little while, but when I know I have a lot of work to do, like a couple hours worth, I try to make arrangements for them. So they have afternoon plans, and I'll be able to get a little bit of work done, and then just the normal stuff, you know, my workout and just my normal daily stuff that I do. So that's what we've got going on. So I hope you guys enjoy this day in the life, and then I'll give you all of my week 8 update feelings / updates at the end of the video. So thumbs up for day in the life, and let's get this day started. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I've partnered with Skillshare on a portion of today's video. You guys know, if you've been around my channel for any length of time, that I have worked with Skillshare many times in the past, and I continue to work with them because I truly love the platform. If you're not aware of what Skillshare is, it's an online teaching community where they have tons of classes for all interests, from art, from photography, from lifestyle, from you know, just organization, so many different things. There is something for everyone. And the beauty of Skillshare is the cost. It averages out to less than $10 a month when you have a yearly membership to Skillshare. So this past month, I took a class that may surprise you guys. I took the class Everyday Minimalism by Erin Boyle, I think. And I wrote her name down because I didn't want to say it wrong, but I might be pronouncing it wrong. Either way, you can find the class when you go to Skillshare. It was a fantastic class. Number one, her voice is super calming. Number two, I really appreciated the short, condensed bits of information. And number three, she covered all of the bases, and it didn't make me feel like I was doing something wrong. It was just like eye-opening and thought-provoking. I definitely am not a minimalist at all, but I'm so fascinated by the idea and the thought behind it. And I mean, I do adopt certain principles of some of the stuff that she was talking about into my life, but it's not something that I'm like going to strictly adhere to, but it's interesting. And so while I was folding laundry one day, I just had my phone out and I went ahead and took her class, and I really, really liked it. So I'd really recommend it for you guys. You can use it with your kids as well. If you've got artists, cartoonists, young amateur photographers, I mean, they can learn a lot using the Skillshare platform. And I am so excited because Skillshare has given me a really great offer for you guys. The first 1,000 people to click the link down in my description box will get 2 months free. 2 months free of Skillshare. So be sure to check out the links down in my description box so you can get 2 months of Skillshare free, and you can open up your world to so much new information, so many ways to utilize creativity and have fun. Even now through, you know, some states are opening up, some are still hunkered down. So there's just so many uses for Skillshare in homeschool, in mom life. I cannot recommend it to you guys enough. So be sure to check out the link so you can get your 2 free months of Skillshare for free. And thank you again to Skillshare for partnering with me on this portion of today's Day in the Life video.
Wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Okay, so once you guys are done peeling your crayon, we're gonna go outside and you guys are gonna choose 2 different trees to do a trunk bark. What's that called? What did we do? Bark. Press? No, that was with the flowers. I can't remember exactly what they called it. Let's see. Bark rubbings, they called it. So you're going to hold up your paper along the trunk of the tree, and you're going to, you know, rub it with the crayon, and you're gonna see the differences between the tree's bark. 2 different trees, okay?
Did we do that with like leaves?
Well, we did it with leaves and we did it with flowers, and now we're gonna do it with trunks. Okay? So you need to take 2. 1 for each tree. Okay?
My name is Bobby's.
And try to choose 2 different trees to do so that you can compare the difference in the trunks. Okay?
I've already been thinking of some.
We just learned about this. Resin. Hold the paper like more round. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can see it.
Yeah, see the pattern?
Oh, it
Time check-in. It is about 10 o'clock and we just finished our morning schoolwork, like our group subjects. So all the kids are having their snacks now. Some Little Bites muffins. I don't always buy these, but when I do, they really like them, and some applesauce. I'm going to make my smoothie for the day. So I put in some chocolate Shakeology, I'm gonna do a whole banana. I will freeze these bananas, so not to fear, they're not gonna go bad. And I will do a handful of spinach, and for extra protein, I will pop in some of this Greek yogurt. It's non-fat plain Greek yogurt, so it just adds protein, and the last little bit of peanut butter from the jar, I actually set that out knowing I would use that for my smoothie. And then what else did I say? Oh, the spinach. So a handful of spinach. So that's everything that I'm gonna put in my smoothie for my morning snack. Got my smoothie. Doesn't look like it's the best color, but it tastes really good. So I'm going to, I just was startled. If you just saw my face, look what I discovered on the couch. Excuse me, Walter.
What?
You are not allowed on the couch.
What?
With the teddy bear.
Walter.
Look at this dog. He thinks he owns the place. That's the first time he's ever done that, and he is not allowed.
Why is
No,
he
no.
with a teddy bear?
I don't know.
He's chewing on it.
Get down, Walter. That's a bad boy. Get down.
Can you? Or we could just start putting all the dogs allowed.
Oh, he's bad. No, we are not allowing dogs on our couch.
Since he can bounce on the bench outside.
As I was saying, I'm going upstairs. We're gonna finish our school day, but I was very distracted. Get that teddy bear. And now he can't be trusted. You stay off the couch.
Only if the dogs were. I'd like it.
No, that's yucky.
Hey.
We'd have dog hair all over us.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving
So
through
it
days
is
and nights.
exactly 12 o'clock, 12:04 now. And the kids are all having some lunch, and I am going to have some lunch too. I made like salsa chicken in the crock pot, so I've got a little bit of that left over. Gonna put it with some baby spring mix and a little salsa. Call it super easy and good. So gonna heat this up just a little bit before I put it on there. And that will be my lunch today. We are done with our school day by lunchtime, which is great. We obviously are getting close to finishing our school year, and because of that, certain kids have certain things that are done for their school day. For example, like all of their handwriting is complete now, and so this is the gradual wind down of our school year, because obviously I'm not gonna add in new handwriting right now. We'll start up with our new stuff once our new school year starts. So school days are getting a little shorter, which is fine by me. It happens every year, but that's kind of why we're done. We started at 8:30 and we're done by noon. So just to give you guys a little time idea. So I'm gonna go ahead and heat up my lunch and have some lunch, and then I'm going to get ready to get the kids all set up, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm going to film and edit and work for quite a few hours. So I don't know about you guys, but this whole quarantine thing has really increased my shopping on Amazon. And I always shop a lot on Amazon for things, but with like Father's Day and my husband's birthday coming up, I've just had boxes arriving all of the time. So I'm gonna open it up. I think I know what's in here, and in this other small one right here. So I'm gonna open these up and show you guys what's inside for a little Amazon haul, because I'm not even sure what these items are. So my oldest daughter outgrew her scooter because she's basically as tall as me now, and she loves playing outside and taking scooters to the park, especially right now while there's no playgrounds available. So I went ahead and ordered her a new scooter. and we've been waiting for a few weeks for this to get here. So that's what this is. It's for an adult, so maybe I'll catch a ride on it too. And then in this box, my other son, my oldest son's 12th birthday is coming up, and I just got a head start on it because shipping is kind of taking a little while right now. But I'm gonna make him a Pokeball cake, and so he wanted figures to put on top of them that he also can play with, so that's here. And then my cake pans were really old and worn out, so I got a set of cake pans. I'm filming, guys.
Sorry.
I got these cake pans here. So there she goes, giving it a test drive through the house. It's the right size, right?
Yeah, and it's so smooth.
And how tall are you?
Like 5'4".
So she's 5'4" and she just turned 13. So if you've got older kids that need like a scooter, then this one is pretty nice. It was $79, I think, on Amazon. So I'll link it if any of you guys have older kids that enjoy scooter riding, but they can't. That's a bell? Mm-hmm. But they can't find one that fits them.
It's the ultimate test drive
Of Mom through the kitchen, coming around the table. Whoa! I think I need one. So I just finished filming the videos that I needed to film, and before I go over to my computer and start editing them and submitting them and emailing all the people I need to email, I wanted to sit down and give you guys my week 8 quarantine update. So if you watched last week's Day in the Life video, you saw that we were putting up this wall. Don't look at that uncovered outlet because we need to get a longer screw to be able to put that back. But here's the finished product. I also posted a picture of it on Instagram. I am obsessed. I love it, and it was worth all of the hard work. I painted it and whitewashed it with my oldest daughter, so we did all of that. Jake was at work when we did that, and I'm super happy with how it turned out. So if you want to see more about this really cool wall that I'm sitting in front of, it was in last week's video. So last week I shared that it was a pretty tough week for me, but it was also like a breakthrough week for me. And if you want to know what I'm talking about and you don't know, go back and watch that video. It's towards the end if you don't want to watch the whole thing. So this week was week 8, and before I get into like kind of the updates that have happened this week with like what our state is allowing and stuff like that, really the biggest thing that I noticed this week was that once I realized that I was being triggered and I spoke it, and I wasn't holding on to that like in my shame and in feeling like, what is wrong with me? Why am I so angry? Like, why am I so upset? Why is my patience so short? Like, once I realized what the cause of that was, it was like, God took it. This week, I was not anxious at all. I had a really fun but busy weekend, which was great. On Monday, the beginning of this week, we went out jet skiing on the river, and me and the sunshine, I've shared with you guys before, we're like this, and I'm like a lizard, and I need sun to stay alive. I'm a plant or a lizard, I'm not sure which one, but I need the sun. And starting my week off that way was amazing. Also doing adventurous things and like literally laughing from fun with my kids behind me because I was going fast over, you know, the waves, and it was just amazing. It was just such a great way to start the week. Tuesday, I finished this wall with my daughter, and we only did math that day for school, and we kind of recovered from the fun but also tiring that it is of being in the sun all day on Monday. And then we had a 3-day school week this week. So today is Friday when I'm filming this, so that's the end of the week. So it started off really good, but this week I was like, you know what? We're still figuring out ways to get outside and enjoy nature and do things, and I just really, I don't know, it was like once I realized what was happening, then I was like, it wasn't affecting me anymore. It was really weird that I don't really know how to explain it. So I mentioned last week that our governor extended the stay-at-home order until May 15th, but he told us, and I try not to let my sarcasm come through when I talk, but I have a really hard time not showing my face. My face speaks volumes, and I know this about myself, so I try to control my face. So this is me trying to control my face. Our governor said last week that depending on how well we obeyed the current order of staying at home would determine how quickly we were able to move into phase 1 of some reopening. So I guess we behaved well enough, and this week we moved into phase 1 of reopening sooner than the anticipated May 15 date, so like a week ahead of time. It's way overdue in my opinion, and it's still far from normal, but I am happy to see that hairstylists can return to work. I'm happy to see that if I want to get a pedicure, I can go and get a pedicure. Nothing is the same. Everything is different. There's all kinds of rules in place, but the option is there. And really the only other big thing is that like all retail stores are able to open again, but they are only allowed to have 50% of the occupancy inside the buildings. So that means like just like any stores really. I mean, the governor's allowing them to open, but that doesn't mean that they will open. I think like big chain stores like Old Navy and maybe TJ Maxx and things like that, they're gonna have their own reopening plans, but small businesses are allowed to reopen with 50% capacity being mandated across the board, grocery stores included. So that is what our phase 1 is looking like. Still really nothing super impactful to us as far as like our community pool, our library, our state parks, all of that is still closed. But I'll take what I can get. I am happy to be able to go and get a pedicure if I want to do the precautions that they are requiring, and I'm happy to be able to eat inside a restaurant if I wanted to with the precautions that they are requiring, but it is still very far from normal. But I guess phase 1 is the beginning of what we hope to be a continuation of things getting back on track out here. So this week my overall attitude was, and I'm always honest and candid, my overall attitude was just like, I'm pretty over it. Like, I don't want to really talk about it anymore. I don't really even want to think about it anymore. I don't care to stay up to date with things. You know, I just am like, meh. That was kind of my attitude. Like, this has gone on long enough. I'm just like over it. But I did watch the governor's press conference yesterday because I feel like I need to be informed with what the rules are. So tomorrow is Saturday night. It's the day before Mother's Day, and Jake and I may try to go out to a restaurant and have a date night. We'll see if that happens. It'll be weird, but hey, I guess this is gonna be weird for a while, so we might as well try. We'll see if that happens, and then I'm excited to celebrate Mother's Day on Sunday with my family and my husband's family. So yeah, that's kind of my update for week 8. I really had a good start to the week. I felt a lot less anxious and just like the inner turmoil and angst. It was like once I realized why I was feeling that way, it was almost gone in that instant. And for that, I am so grateful. I think there's such power in bringing things into the light that the enemy wants us to keep in the dark. And I feel like there can be shame associated with like childhood struggles, and I know that a lot of my shame in that area comes from people in my life telling me that things were a different way than they actually were. And so for a lot of years, I felt like I maybe was like lying to myself, or like, why did I think it was this way, but they say it was that way? And I've come to some conclusions in my adult life regarding that, but there's still that little voice in the back of my head that's like, well, is this really because of that? Like, was it even that bad? And like, it was at points. And so part of that is still a process for me. So that is the update for week 8. Please let me know how you guys are doing. How are things where you are? I mean, I know it's so different state to state. And I know that like when Texas and Oklahoma and Georgia and Tennessee were all like reopening before us out here, I was like, oh, I want to live there. And so I feel bad for anyone who is in a state that's extended their order way beyond. My heart goes out to you, because I really didn't like feeling like, why am I in the one state that is not reopening? So I'm really sorry if you're there. The other thing I'll just say really quickly is that we were able to plan a vacation, and that just always gives me life. I am someone who loves to travel, just new experiences with my family, that quality time. It doesn't have to be extravagant. It can really be camping in a tent, or it can be an extravagant vacation. I love it all and everything in between. And having things on the calendar to look forward to, they give me energy, they give me life, they give me purpose. Like, it just motivates me to work hard. And so yeah, that was also a really good thing. So now that I've given you guys a 10-minute update, thank you for listening. I am going to go and get the rest of this work done, get these videos emailed off, and I'll catch up with you guys when I'm done. All right, you guys, so I am just wrapping up what I had time to get done today. It is 4:20, and I am going to go grab my kiddos. Jake is already on the way home from work, and I'm tired now. I'm so tired. I really intended on working out this afternoon, and I'm sitting here having a mental battle with myself about doing it after I pick up the kids. You don't think that like making YouTube videos is tiring, but it is tiring, because nobody wants to well, it's tiring for a lot of reasons, but also my hair is annoying me, and I'm gonna have to put it up soon now that I'm done filming. People think like filming YouTube videos is not working, but let me just show you guys something. If I got on to YouTube and I talked like this, monotone with no expression, no one would watch my videos. So you do have to have a certain energy, and if you do this, then you understand what I'm talking about. You got to be expressive. That's naturally who I am, but it does take energy. So I filmed 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this video. So 5 videos today. I'm done. I'm so tired right now. I had a Built Bar. A lot of people ask me what I do for sugar cravings. This is it. These guys, they take it away. They're like the consistency of a candy bar. They're so good. So yeah, that one is salted caramel. It's even better when you freeze it. Highly recommend. I'll link them on my Amazon page. But yeah, so I'm sitting here at my computer and uploading as we speak. It's uploading. It won't be done today. Like, I won't be able to finish all the thumbnails and get the description boxes filled in, but at least I got the videos done. So that's good at least, but now I'm pooped. So I've been sitting here like having a pity party for myself. Like, I have to work out today, but I don't want to. But I'm like, should I make myself or should I not? I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I have to cook dinner, but maybe I can just cook dinner later. So, you know, not every day do I really feel like exercising, but it's just one of those things that I make myself do. So anyway, I'm gonna go grab my kiddos now. It was nice to have a few hours of quiet to focus on work without feeling guilty or, you know, feeling really feeling guilty. And I wanted to do that so that way this weekend for Mother's Day, I wouldn't have to be thinking about deadlines. Deadlines stress me out. So anyways, I'm gonna go grab them and then I may or may not work out. I'm gonna make sloppy joes tonight, super easy for dinner, and some salad, so that will be nice and quick. So I probably will talk myself into working out, but I kind of don't want to, so we'll see. I'm gonna go grab them now, but it's 4:30. This day has flown by.
I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know.
Well, as you guys saw, I got my workout done and now I have the energy to cook dinner. Funny how that works. Sometimes the things we don't want to do are the things that give us energy, and I know that. I know this, but still some days it's hard, and I literally was spending more time justifying and talking myself out of working out when I could have just gone out there and done it. So that's what I chose to do, and I'm proud of my choice, but I don't always have motivation. That's where discipline comes in. So got that done, and now I'm going to make some sloppy joes for dinner. I'll show you guys how I make them. We are weird probably and like a mustard kind of tasting to our sloppy joe. We also prefer like mustard based barbecue. So yeah, that's just how we like to do it. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the ground turkey out, chop up some onion, and I'll show you guys how I make the sloppy joes. So the kids and Jake right now ran to the grocery store for Mother's Day. They're making a secret thing and I'm not allowed to know about it, so that's really cute and sweet. So I actually got to work out alone, which was wonderful. No interruptions, also wonderful. And now I'm going to start dinner and they're still not back yet, so hopefully they'll be home in time for it to be done. So once you have your ground turkey or ground beef, if you like, cooked all the way through, I just did garlic powder and pepper. Then you're gonna wanna turn it down to low. And then I add in Dijon mustard, some Worcestershire sauce, and some ketchup, just until it's like the right amount. It's hard to explain, I don't measure it. I just pour it in until it's the right consistency. We like it a little more thick, not super runny. And then I'll cover it and simmer it for like 10 minutes. And then we're gonna serve them on these Dave's buns that I got at Sam's Club, toasted, and just have that with a mixed green salad. So I've got all the plates lined up here. This is how I dish up dinner. So I'm gonna finish up dinner, but that's what we're having tonight, easy and quick. All right, so we had dinner and now it's time for me to hang out with this weirdo who likes to act like he's annoyed with me on camera at all times. It's his YouTube persona. Annoyed with your wife.
You caught me off guard.
So thank you guys so much for watching today's day in the life. Gonna hang out with my husband now and celebrate the end of another week of quarantine. So give me a thumbs up before you go, and thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one really soon. Bye.